All right, guys. This is gonna be a little bit different than usual. Um, I normally trade, New York Open, and I was trading London session last time, but my sleep hasn't been the best, so I just haven't been waking up during market open. And I actually decided I just looked at the charts, and I already ended up taking one trade at least, and ended up in my favor. And I was like, okay, I might as well just record, but yeah, maybe we'll just trade PM session for a bit. I don't know how long I'd want to do it for, maybe till like 1 p.m. But um, it is a bit slower, but PM session doesn't look that bad because we're getting some pretty good movement. ATR is not the worst, so let's just see how this session goes at least. But let me see what time frame I'd really want to play around with. If this is gonna, oh, my thing is lagging. Hold on. All right, my thing just refreshed. 40-second kind of looks rough. Maybe yeah, I do just like kind of like the 20-second, just because I kind of like to see all the individual candles as they form, like just more candles of data. At least 20 or 30. I really kind of I've never used a 40 yet. I forgot if I used 40-second on London session, but I'm pretty sure I was using 30-second. Oh, let me do, yeah, I'll do 1 minute. Yeah, I realized I was on two. I forgot I was 2 minis, and then I upped my brackets to 8. So when I was in this trade, it was like double the amount. But I'm glad that I was able to win it. So we're back up to positive. Looking at previous charts, yeah, PM session might not be the worst. I wonder, well, maybe once it's like an eval, I'll have to like be a little bit more strict in my rules. But I think I'll see it just about trading just different times. I don't really like Asian or London at all, and those are gonna be like later in the day, so that wouldn't really work out too great. Maybe I short here. Order filled. This feels not too good, but I mean, it looks like it's playing out. My first trade was actually really good, like the bracket wise, because I think I entered right here. My stop loss was right below here, right? So this is like new range, which would like invalidate the bias. So yeah, if you see here, why I said this isn't too great, because, well, first let me talk about this. So even if I do get stopped out, but I entered here and my stop loss was like down here, so it would be invalidated since, like, it's not within the consolidation range. And then my take profit was right here, which is within this consolidation range, which is like perfect. Now with this trade, like, yeah, it's kind of above these, but like it could still be in this consolidation range. So like a stop loss above here would be pretty good, and then take profit in here instead of like below these would be better. So yeah, I mean, if I just entered earlier, and I think if, yeah, just entering earlier probably, or maybe just a little bit smaller bracket sizes would be nice. It's really playing out at that range. I guess it's like the right amount where it's just above it. So, but I don't see it reversing here at the top. It's probably just gonna hit this, and then we can end up taking another trade after. Okay, so it looks like actually it is reversing. I wonder if I should, like I said, I did want to start playing with the stop losses, so maybe I can bring this into range just for profits. And then I don't know if I should drag my stop loss. There's like barely any profits, so I don't even know if that's worth it. Maybe like down here. probably make like what, $50. Well, if it does hit it.
Order filled.
All right, I don't even know what was. That $100 trade or something. I mean, if my bracket stop, but like then my risk reward will be messed up, so I don't want to play around with it too much. But yeah, sometimes if I get a late fill, maybe I could drag my stop loss away further, but that'd be a bigger loss because I would have to get my stop loss further and then my take profit less. And then now we're playing with like less than one risk reward, which I don't really like. Maybe I could long here.
Order filled.
Okay, see, I like this fill right here. This is a good fill. Stop loss is below here, so we would be not in this consolidation range, and then I would know we're kind of being directional. Take profit still within this range, so like I can see us easily kind of getting back up here. So that's the exact type of fill that we need to be getting. And yeah, I just do gotta enter earlier instead of just kind of like doing it as it forms. I wonder if I should.
Order filled.
Okay, I mean, it worked out. I was like gonna say maybe I should drag it even higher, but nah, I think that was already perfect. I don't need to do that. See, that's why I like the 20-second, because, I mean, let me check it the 30-second. But, I mean, you still could take the same trades, I guess. 30-second actually does look cleaner. Maybe I'll see how the 30-second plays out. But, I don't know, I think the 20-second, I do kind of like seeing every individual candle. Just a little bit more. Because it's still the same price action. It's just kind of like how I'm viewing it is really what's changing. And it's like you get to just see a little bit more of every when it closes and forms. This could be direction. I mean, it's too early to maybe base a directional trade. Let me just enter. Now with directional, it's a bit different, right? So, okay, we could very well just smack down. Well, so directional is gonna be a bit different on how we trade, right? So, like I was saying earlier, how we want the bracket sizes away, like out of the range that we've already kind of been in, and then the take profit would be within the range we really want to be in. So, like when I was here, stop loss was like here because we haven't like we tapped in here, but we didn't. Okay, look, I think we're gonna hit that, which is good. But yeah, so this is away from the range, and then our take profit was within this range we've already been playing with. So that would be consolidation trade entries. Now a directional, what it would essentially be is the opposite, where since we're moving in new directions, we're gonna be targeting the range that hasn't gone to. And then we're putting the stop loss within the range it's already been. Because if it's already gone to the range we're already within, that means we're still in consolidation. Um, I think I'm just gonna drag my stop loss up, like that. Maybe I'll play with it. Like I said, I do want to start doing that. So, kind of like maybe getting. All right, nice. Okay. I was thinking about dragging it up a bit more. That is one thing. I wonder if I can like start getting like pretty decent where if I see these big directionals, like instead of just taking a 1-to-1 RR and whatnot, maybe I can drag it and then have like a really like running trade and just hold like that would be a pretty nice. But a pretty nice way to do things. I didn't even know what I was saying. Okay, now we might get a pullback, so let me just wait. Because it is PM session, so I don't think I should be catching the biggest moves. But so far, PM session does look nicer because like the candles are moving. Obviously, they're not as volatile as market open. But when we were doing London, the ticks were not moving at all. It was like really slow, and I think I was just kind of rushing trades, and like that's one thing you couldn't do. Um, so yeah, I definitely like this movement's pretty good. And the thing is, I feel like it has more consolidation, which is kind of nicer because directional trades, like they're like a bit riskier. I feel like because you just never know when there might be just one candle pullback, right? Or there could like it can turn consolidation easier. But I feel like you can tell when we're gonna be consolidating, and then we can kind of just stay within these ranges, and really easy to just catch like every top bottom. But I don't even know when PM session actually starts. I just kind of hopped on here, and it's 12:48 right now for me. So I don't know if 11 or like well, this is still kind of market open, but like 10 like this. I don't know. Maybe I'll see a. Yeah, I mean it's still just better for me to wake up on market open, but maybe I can start just trading at least throughout just either later in market open or during PM and see around there. Now right here, there's no point of catching trades in this. If you guys are gonna implement this type of strategy, there's no time. There's no incentive to trade right here because, well, one, this could just be a pullback. We could easily be directional still, and even if we do start consolidating, we don't know where the consolidation range would be, and there's just not enough data. So you don't want to be predicting. Like, I mean, obviously there is some prediction. Like you're gonna predict that we're gonna stay consolidating because this could easily just turn directional after I took the, like if you were, I mean, well, there's no really confirmations to enter short here, but like let's say there was a down candle, then you think it's gonna consolidate back down, and then now we've been making this move up. That's one way, but something like this, there's really no data to go off of yet. So if we start dumping down, I guess we're going directional down and maybe consolidating in this bigger range, which I don't really see happening. Or it could just be in this, like kind of like how we are here. Could we just made this big move up, consolidated, big move up, and maybe we're consolidating like this? So we'll see. I am able to like think clearer, I think, um, when I'm not trading on an eval. For some reason, I'll just kind of enter. Like this is something I would take. Like maybe I'm like, oh, we're going down. I just wanted to take every trade and like really just pass the eval, which is probably not good. Like I don't know how long I'm gonna stay on demo. I think maybe one I'll just know and kind of be like, okay, maybe I'll get a demo or not a demo, an eval. Um, or yeah, I think that'll probably be it. I was like maybe if I hit like 3K, right? Because 3,000 is basically the eval, so that would be like if this was an eval, I would have passed it. But if I want to maybe take longer, I think I should wait at least maybe till then, like once I've hit 3K. But if I want to take more time, even after, maybe I'll do that. But yeah, once I've hit 3K on this demo, that'll be like surefire way. Like okay, I mean I can get up to 3K, so that's just passing an eval again, and then you can just get more consistent. So yeah, it's kind of like what I said. We're gonna be consolidating in this range, I think, which is which is good. Maybe I'll
Order filled.
to here. Maybe I want to drag this down just a little bit. Drag this up a little bit. Like this or something. Something like that. I'm just thinking of when it would invalidate. Like, I mean, if we're gonna come down here, because I had my stop loss here, but if we're gonna be down here, there's no way we're gonna be reversing. At least I would think. So I'm not just don't when you're if you guys are gonna be dragging stop loss and take profits, like I guess don't do it for the money, right? Like I could drag it higher because I want to lose less money, but at the same time, that's easier for me to get stopped out. But if you drag it too low as well, you're gonna lose a lot, like because you don't want to be stopped out, so you're like dragging it really far because it's gonna be hard for you to. But then that's when just kind of you're just thinking about the money. So I feel like this would be a good range because any lower, I don't know. I mean, if we do push down here, I feel like it would be kind of direction. Actually, maybe a little bit lower like this or something. And then I think this is kind of at the top of the range, which is also like all right. Kind of maybe want it to be more in here, but I think they're gonna maybe stop me on this or oh, good thing we dragged it. I mean, maybe reverse on this. I was just thinking of like because I have my stop loss right here, but I could see it still be in this range. I feel like maybe if we get down here or something, but I don't want my stop loss maybe too big like that. If he gets stopped out, I can just enter again if I see us like getting back up. Yeah, that's one thing on PM. I guess like these candles are gonna take longer. Like usually on AM when I just trade, Like it's gonna be within like the same like 10 seconds that I know I'm gonna either get stopped out or take profit. Where here it's like multiple candles. Okay, that was a perfect stop loss. I don't know how we didn't get stopped out actually, but maybe now we start reversing. I'm gonna drag this down just so I can secure the profits. Maybe that's not a good psychology thing too. I'm thinking about the money instead of like, but because I see us we're in this like now we might come back down, but I'll hold it because it's just demo. It doesn't really matter. So, but yeah, we're kind of in this range. So maybe the take profit like more in here would be good. But my fill like just was kind of higher up, so I would barely make any. It's just not. There's not even a point of trying to secure the profit down here. It's only gonna be like $10. We're right at that range. Hopefully we don't reverse down. I might even. I wish I knew where my break even was. I don't know. Maybe I'll go like this. Really just secure that trade. So I mean now we're gonna be somewhat profit.
Stop
All right,
fill.
$35. I don't. When I was first doing demo, if you look at my like first couple videos, like I was able to like show it showed where my is this a current position? Yeah, I think that might be it. Okay, yeah, I don't know. I had all these like settings and it wasn't showing like now it doesn't show. So maybe current position shows like the where I got filled into. Then that'll be easy to see like okay this is where I can put my break even and all that. Because like now I'm just looking at the arrow which is hard to tell. Like before it was like an actual line, just kind of like how my brackets look. But this is looking very wiki. Maybe going up. Oh wait, going up in time frame looks a little cleaner. But I think we're quite like now we're getting to 1 p.m. I think maybe that's the time that it really slows down. Cause like obviously, like I said, I want consolidation, but like the wicks are gonna be like this is kind of bad consolidation. But I mean, it's turning one. I mean, I probably will be good for the day. Like maybe I don't need to trade because well, if you guys remember from London session, I was actually even below 50,000. So I was at like what? I think 49,900 something. Like so I was below my 50K goal already, and now just from today trading, we got up to 700, which is pretty good. So yeah, really good day of trading. I mean, I can't really complain. So might just end it here. Yeah, I think this was probably my biggest day of profits. Take some pretty well trade, and I was trying the adjusting my stop loss, take profits, and took a little bit of everything. I took some good consolidations. Had really good entries, I think, on some of these trades because normally I'm entering and it's like it's not too great just because I think I do smaller bracket sizes. I'm doing like bigger now, and then it's also like yeah, it's not like how I wanna where I would want to be. And then some of these trades were really good with bracket sizes. Took a good directional trade. Um, yeah, like I said, I did want to play like I didn't do it. It was kind of too late, but I think it'd be better in the AM session because it's more volatile too, so you can maybe really tell. But something like entering and then dragging it out like for a 1 to 2, 1 to 3, maybe catch like a bigger trade on directional, and then consolidations could be the 1 to 1 and whatnot. But yeah, we're kind of getting a little bit better at seeing how you want to trade with this. At first, it was just a little bit more basic, and I think I was just kind of entering, and I was still using some ICC concepts like subconsciously and stuff. Like I was like, oh wait, this is like a fair value gap. You know what I'm saying? Maybe we'll come back down here, and then I'll try to fill off, like stuff like that, which was I think kind of messing me up. And then on the eval, I was just trading really impatiently. So now, I mean, I don't want to talk like I've got it down, but I mean today was at least good on a PM session. Think I might start doing well. I want to start waking up at 8 and doing AM session, but the days that I don't, I think I'll just trade the PM, the like maybe I'll get it on a little bit earlier because I'll hear like 12:30, so maybe like 11 might be nicer. So we'll just see. We'll try different times. We have a lot to try. I don't know if I would want to try London session again because that was pretty rough. Asian session is probably just even slower because it's always kind of been, especially on like the Nasdaq and all that. And it's not like gold or anything. So yeah, I mean, solid day of trading. It definitely is really slowing down. I was just kind of looking at it. Now it's almost about to hit one. We only got a minute left, and I don't really want to trade any of this. So yeah, we'll be back. Today's Friday, I believe. So we'll be back next week on Monday, and then yeah, we'll see how the trade goes. Trade goes during then. But all right, I'll see you guys later.